now.
Here we go for the start of the 25% of 25% World Championship Simulation Regular continues here in Russia. It's race 4 of the night. And I've got Foggy in the commentary box with me in that round. It's going to be a really exciting race.
Here we go. Here come the lights. Fire, 5 lights. Don't blink. And away we go. Great start by all the drivers. Coming down to the first turn now.
Oh, big hit already. We've got a retirement. Woods is out into the barriers. Another Mercedes is out. Unbelievable footage. Rambo Killer and Woods out on the straight. Safety car is out already.
Unreal.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable crash there.
Crazy start to the race, and the way Woods went out, there was no saving that car. It was a write-off into the wall, and then Rambo Killer suffering another retirement in his career in the first 5 seconds of the race. It's just, you cannot expect that to happen to the same driver again, probably. Seriously, Rambo
No, absolutely not. I mean, that was just totally unmanageable. That was just a terrible moment in the race for them, and I think, unfortunately for Woods, I think he's going to be kicking himself very, 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 very much as he goes walking back to that pit lane with his head swiftly between his legs.
Unbelievable. Rambo Killer out in the first 5 seconds. Well, who is leading the race? Let's just run the order.
That's Meredith. Meredith is currently in first place in the Force India. 2 Force Indias actually in first and second. Unbelievable start for the Force Indias. Fantastic.
Meredith and Epic. Can you see team orders happening here? Because they're not the best of buddies on the track.
No, there's definitely
not the best of buddies.
There's definitely. Oh, massive stop right there by Meredith.
Yeah.
I must admit there is definitely some rivalry between the two, but then again, you think about it, between the two, obviously you've got to have that team camaraderie, but there has to be some rivalry there in between the two drivers. I mean, you can't just be best of buddies all the time, and that looks like it's Epic coming into the pit lane now, and Meredith staying out on the fresh softs.
Yeah, Epic's coming and Meredith. Personally, I don't think I would have come in. I'm behind my teammate. My best shot is Meredith's already won race. He's already won one of the races tonight in the Ayrton Senna Special, so he's already in form. Let's not forget, this guy is having the night of his life in Selby GP, unlike Rambo Killer and Woods, who have retired twice. And
no,
the last race didn't go to plan, but it still counts. Woods won it, and he's now retired out of Russia. It's a shame, because he's definitely one of the favourites to win this championship. Considering the random grid order, anybody, it's anybody's to be taken.
Yeah, I must admit, you know, it's unfortunate for Woods, and you have to think about the poor Irishman there. You know, he had just a very, very bad series of events that just happened all at the wrong time. And
yeah,
can you kind of blame the situation? I don't know. We'll have to look over some of the reviews of footage. Was it Woods? Was it someone else? Again, we'll have to look at the review and get back to the spectators on that one, because, you know, it's a bit of a two.
I tell you what's funny, we did all this just to avoid this safety car by retiring at the start. Instead, we tried to simply return.
I know, it's kind of just gone back the second way, hasn't it? Yes, absolutely.
It's a situation, isn't it? So, you know, if there's a collision, regardless, this thing is coming out. And it goes from a sprint finish to, do you need to pit? Never again, because, you know, you come in now and that's it. You've gone to the race.
Well, I mean, that is the unfortunate. Absolutely,
the unfortunate thing is people will lose track position if they do come in because they don't want to come in again. That's the thing. I'll lose track position on the grid if I know I can overtake someone.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's one of those it's one of those two things, isn't it? Is whether you pit or not. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a 25%. It's something you have to pit at some point. You can't go on full fresh set of softs all the way through the race, because one, that would be a disqualification, and two, the rubber would just burn out. It would just be a complete mess. So you have to think about that for one. You know, oh, hang on a minute, a Ferrari has just come off there.
I saw that. I was just saying that. As you were speaking, I did say I've just seen a Ferrari completely fly through. I don't know whether that was behind lag.
No, that's
It's
definitely,
Rockstar Andy.
that was, I don't know who that was. Was that T-Man?
I think it's Mick.
Ah, yeah, Mick has retired. That's him out of the race. That must have been some serious damage to his car, which must have been undrivable.
Get on board with him. He's a write-off on the track. He's done that on purpose. He's just gone straight through into the wall, and he struggled trying to damage that car. Eventually, he succeeds.
Yeah.
That's all pretty sorry.
So I'm currently on. Oh, Pumstrani hit the pole guy. Unreal. Yeah, I mean he hit quite hard there. He must have just pushed a little bit too hard there and went into the back of the. I think it was a McLaren.
He's in the Red Bull at the minute.
Oh no, it was the Ferrari with Force India, wasn't it? So basically, he pushed a little bit too hard there.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait till the safety car comes. I don't know when I'm still lagging. It's very difficult to commentate on a race when it's just so bad on the night, but do my best.
No, it's okay. I can pretty much pick up the rest. I'm currently on with Sharon at the moment, and he's. I mean, I'm confused. Let's have a look at this. No, sorry, I'm on board with T-Man at the moment. I'm on board with T-Man.
Right,
okay. I'm looking at the wrong side of the board.
I'm on the front grid here. Meredith Pagani, my teammate, currently second. Not Pagani. It's showing as me.
Yeah.
Second. Yeah, it's me.
Well.
It's Selby GP second. Of course, I'm not in the car.
Good news for one of the McLarens, anyway. He's up into 4th place now. So again, that's a complaint there by Woods saying that Luke went into him at turn 1. Was it turn 1 or turn 4?
Woods is Luke is in the headlines again because we saw this the other night. It did kick off on Facebook. You're not with us on Facebook, Froggy. And it kicked off because of Popstar Andy. We saw that incident. I don't know whether you watched my highlights of Popstar Andy on the inside of Luke.
Yeah, I saw it.
I personally think it was a Senna move. I'll put my car there. If you want to continue, we're both going. And that's kind of what happened. And from my view, it looked like Luke could have backed off, put the brakes on. But at the same time, from Luke's perspective,
what's going on here?
He gave him more time. He gave him more time on the right-hand side.
I don't know what's going on here. Safety. Oh, hang on. One of the Haas are out. I don't know which one that is, but one of the Haas's are out. Just seen a crashed Haas there in the far background.
What is going on? I don't know what's going on.
But basically the drivers are now going around the safety car. Not quite sure what's going on here. There's
a break. I'm not reading the chat. I can't write about this. Please don't. I don't know what's going on. I'm confused.
Apparently the safety car took someone out. So that's the reason why the Haas was in the corner. Meredith again, still in pole position there. Very strong for the Welshman.
Well, the safety car came out because of Woods and Rambo Killer.
Kojak has now left. It looks like a lot of the drivers now are beginning to get a bit. I think it was Kojak that went out. And Meredith is now coming into.
Basically, I can clarify. Kojak went out because the safety car took him out.
Ah, right. So okay, so Meredith is now finally coming in for a fresh set of medium tyres. Looks like he's going for the long haul on a last stint on the much harder set of tyres, rather than going full hards. And there's a safety car. Looks like they're beginning to regain. There you go. They're beginning to regain track position now.
Brilliant.
So Meredith now back out on a fresh set of mediums with...
You're on board with Meredith at the minute.
I'm on with Meredith at the moment.
Right, Meredith currently leading the Grand Prix on lap 5:13. This is going to be a really good race. We're still in for another.
So let's give you the current lineup at the moment then. The current lineup at the moment is, first is Meredith, second Luke, third is actually Selby, fourth is myself. let's not ignore them ones. So third would be Shone, fourth would be Sheo, fifth Pastrani, sixth Epic, ninth CG, 10th is Shockwave, 11th Pagani, 12th Kingting, 13th Mumram, 14th AKRT, 15th Narco, 16th T-Man.
Yeah. So I'll run you down with the retirements. Kojak has been taken out by the safety car. Rambo, Killer and Woods, we all know the two Mercedes out with a write-off straight from the get-go. We'll see the highlights tonight live on ESPN. And Nick out, not sure how, not sure why, but he's a very frustrated driver, and we saw what happened. He damaged his car intentionally, and I think he's frustrated. He's had enough. And that's it. That's the cars out for this race. Just can't wait for the safety car to come in because we want to see some racing for once.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to see some competition done by these drivers now. They've obviously come back in now for their fresh set of softs, or they've come in for most of them have come in for their tyres. You know, so they're all now relatively fresh tyres, and they're just itching, ready to go, waiting for that safety car to get himself off the track so they can actually start doing some racing. And here it goes. Safety car is coming back in. Selby, take over.
Meredith to win his second race of the night in that Force India, and Epic has pitted, so he hasn't got that insurance behind him. That's 6 of 13. Safety cars come back in. My action is not going to be as good as yours because of the lag, so I hope I'm still on board with what you're seeing here.
I'm on with Meredith at the moment, and Meredith is looking really strong, very closely there by Luke. Luke is really tight coming on around that corner there. Let's look back at the track now. Sheo has been kicked off. He's now in 15th. He's now down at the bottom of the track.
Look at Sheo, yeah, down in 15th. So something's happened to the Welshman. He's struggling down at the back.
On board with AKRT, slide contact.
He's in 12th. I'm just on board with Shockwave, and he's running in 12th place. But I can't see what you're seeing because I am still currently lagging.
Okay, so basically with Shockwave and AKRT, we were on with Kingting. So let's look at Kingting now in the Ferrari. There's a bit of a gap there between the Red Bull. Is that Red Bull? Yeah, that's a Red Bull. So we're looking now. Oh look, Pagani is now. So yeah, Pagani now going through the long straight into the tight corner, trying to keep that position. The man is straight behind him. The Ferrari is just in itch and reach. He's going in. He's on the fresher tyres. Is he going to go in? Is he going to attack him? Is he got it? No, the Ferrari still keeps it.
Oh, ran the outside. Pagani ran the outside of the Ferrari, still unable to make the move. The man are getting involved here. Looking like he's got the overtake on the Renault. Brilliant move. And
absolutely fantastic. Buckets of adrenaline going through all them drivers at the moment. You have to think what they're going through in front of them right there. You have to think, are they thinking I'm going to take this position, or are they thinking I'll back off, get that little bit of track position, and then regain on the throttle and just go through.
Looks like Shockwave's in for a move again on Kingting. He's got on the inside of him. He's got the move. He has got the move. That's another overtake for Shockwave. He's in front, but Kingting can't regain position. Goes left. Pagani all over it, knocking on that door, just waiting for a mistake. But I don't think these guys are going to polite. They were wheel to wheel pre-season during the transition this league, so we know these guys can go wheel to wheel. But Shockwave has some serious pace. Really.
He does, doesn't he? He absolutely does. He's one of the quickest drivers on the track. you know, he can sometimes be right down